Here we go. Ready for some cooking? Hello? I'm here cooking basically leftovers. I had the ribeye roast that I made earlier this week, and I've been eating that every single day. And this is what I have left. I still have a chunk of it, so I'm trying to incorporate it in every meal. So today's no exception. I've got my little mini, what is that thing called? The Dash Mini waffle maker. Heated up. And this is what I'm doing today. My main thing is going to be the wild sockeye salmon. I'm going to fry it in the usual bacon grease, a little bit of pork panko, and I'm going to make the mini chaffles. I'm going to poach a duck egg, and then I'm going to slice some of this prime rib and make a little chaffle mixture of salmon and beef sandwich with an egg and a little bit of cheese. I have, well, this is for the chaffle. This is Robusto, and then I have the finely shaved parmesan too. So that's my plan. I already cooked the bacon. I guess I can show you that. Nice and crispy bacon. So I always have to have the bacon and the eggs involved somehow, because it's breakfast for dinner. So I already toweled this off with a paper towel, got all the moisture off. So here's my first step. Pull that back over to the heat. Now there's a couple different ways I do this. Sometimes I'll pour this in a bowl and just stick the fish in there. But today I'm doing it this way. I just pour a little bit on, and I have a little brush deal. So I just pour a little bit on the fish and just lightly coat it with the olive oil. And this is extra virgin. Because okay, let me turn this over. A little on the back side, on the skin side. And this is really the olive oil is basically to get the pork panko to stick. I don't know if I just said that or not. I can't remember. I have my trusty blackened fish spice mix that I made myself. It's just salt, sea salt, pepper, black pepper, and all kinds of other peppers like chipotle, smoked paprika, cayenne, and a little bit of garlic powder in there too. Just sort of to give it that blackening kind of a flavor. Just going to spread that out just a little. Okay. So I'm going to take the skin side, I'm going to put it in the pork panko. Got the big tongues today, they're a little uncontrollable. Okay, the skin side is down. I'm going to put the spice on this side since it's facing up. That's good for that. Spread it out just a little bit. Alright, we have and I'm not like completely breading it, but we're just getting enough on there so it, adds to the, once I fry it. It's this little crispy outside kind of thing on. Well, it looks like I breaded it, but it's a light coating. Okay, now, I just turned this off a minute ago, so it's still hot. Let me put this back down where it's supposed to be. Yeah. And I gotta figure out, get rid of that. I guess I'm gonna put the camera on this side since I got the chaffle maker on the other side. I'm gonna pause this just for a second. All right, now I'm ready to throw the fish in. We got the bacon grease, fresh. I was gonna say, yeah, I have this wide angle lens on here, and I noticed on a couple of my other videos it's a little blurry around the edges. I don't know why. I wiped it off before I started. I don't know if I had just stuff on it or if it's just the way it is. But you know what? I'm out of order. No, I should be doing the chaffles first. All right. Well, since we're already at this camera angle, I have the melted butter for the chaffle mix. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the eggs. Sorry. I'm using the free-range store-boughts again. I still have some of those left. So I'm going to use that for the chaffles. We're using 2. I'm just going to break them in here. There's 1. There's 2. Put that away and wash my hands. Alright, we got the butter and the eggs. We're going to stir it with the whisk. I bought this new whisk because my other one's falling apart, and I wanted to get the same size. You know, buying online, you never know what you're getting until you get it. So I measured it, and so I bought one. My old one's here. It is. I'll show you. It's a 9-inch one, but it's nice because it's got the whisk part's a little big. So I ordered the same one, or the same size. Actually, it's a different brand because this one, it's got plastic involved, and that's what broke on it. It broke, so then the little wire things come out. So I get this one. It's the exact same measurement, but I'm going, what? How come it's so little? It turns out that they put this big long thing on the end. That's where all the so they were measuring that too. So I got this little mini whisk, but it still works. As long as it works. Okay. I got this plate. This is where the chaffles will go once they're done. Okay, put some Redmond's real salt, sea salt. We go cinnamon. We go nutmeg. And vanilla. Dash. Like that. Smells like breakfast. Alright, now I'm going to grab the cheese. This is Robusto cheese. And it's, maybe 3/4 of a cup here, but let's see. Like I said before, I just dump it in until the consistency is right. I'm just going to dump it in, because it usually ends up being about 3/4. Sorry. I usually grate around a cup, and then end up using about 3/4 of it. But I kind of ran out of cheese. I grated it down to the end. In fact, I grated my thumb along with it. Okay. Okay, this thing is, it's been plugged in. The light went off. So I was going to wait till it pops back on. And like I said with my the bigger waffle maker, I only use the light to let me know when it's hot. Once I put the stuff in and let it cook, the light will pop on and tell you, oh, it's done, but it's not done. It's never done when the light comes on, especially when it comes to chaffles. I let it go until the steam stops coming out, and it's that way it's well done. I know it's done. These take a while, and I can only do one at a time. Ah, the light popped on. So let's do this. Put the first one on. I have my parmesan, which is going to go directly on the waffle maker for the outside coating, the crispy coating on the chaffle. Okay, now dump this stuff in. Then we put more parmesan on top of that for the top side. And then we close it. And that just has to go. So while that's going, I'm going to turn this up. This is going to be our poached egg. Crumbs. And the poached egg is over here. It's the duck egg. Which I didn't strain yet. I think do I have to go through that whole process? Well, maybe somebody hasn't seen it yet. So what strainer and a cup. So here's what we do. We break it into the cup first. Whoa. The shells are so thick they're hard sometimes. I'm always worried because you have to use so much force to get them open that I don't want to break the yolk. The waffle maker, the light already popped on as if it's ready. I just put those in. See, you can't trust that light. Okay, I got a mini strainer. I got the duck egg. And I strain out the liquid, not the whites. It's just the extra liquid that's in there with the whites. It's just the loose stuff, so when you put it in the water, it doesn't spider web all over the place and make a big mess. This way it keeps it nice and compact. Duck eggs are a lot thicker too than regular eggs. So it's not as much of that stuff in there. But there's still a little bit coming out. Okay, that's good. So we dump it back in the cup. There's a little bit of the thick stuff still in there. Okay. Gotta rinse that off so it doesn't get all yucky. There we go. So we got that. Let me bring you back over gently so you can see everything. Alright. Now this egg thing, I don't know if this is quite hot enough yet. Let's set that there. And we're going to use the old slotted spoon. A lot of standing around, huh? Oh, I can tell you a story. I told you my heat story the other day. So yesterday, I do my little workout routines in the morning. yesterday I didn't have. Oh man, I had the wrong burner on. Oh, so much for my story. Anyway, I go downstairs and I didn't really have a routine. It was supposed to be my day off, so I was just going to do a little bit of something. And I built this wooden box for box jumping. It's where you just sort of stand in front of it and you just go poop up on top. It's a good little thing to do. And I had this down there, the tripod with the camera, and I thought, well, maybe I'll film it to see what it looks like. So I set the camera over there. So I'm doing the things. I'm trying to do like really light jumps, so I land light on my feet. I'm like not going gong. And I'm doing good. And then at some point, I didn't quite make it. And it's a plywood box. It's got sharp edges. I landed on my shins. Oh man, did that hurt. I got it on film. I went back to watch it last night. I had to cover my eyes. I couldn't watch it the moment when I hit my shins. That was painful. Anyway, back to cooking. We got this thing. It's starting to bubble a little bit. So it's taking a little longer to boil. But this, check this out. This has stopped steaming, so I can check this. This might be done already. Pour paint around there. Yeah. There we go. Got one done. That's good. Maybe this won't take as long. That's a beautiful job. Water, it's still almost there. I'm going to do another chaffle. Put the cheese on, the parmesan, the chaffle mix. Now see, I used the same mixture for that big chaffle. I used 2 eggs. This is the same, 2 eggs. But since these are mini chaffles, I got enough for another one after this, which I'll make it while this is hot, and then I'll stick it in a little baggie and throw it in the freezer for later. All right, I got that on there. Now I'll put the other layer of cheese on the top and close it. And that's gone. All right, this is just about there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. And I always set a timer, just in case, but, oops, I messed that up. This never goes, they say 4 minutes. I don't know why 4 minutes, because it's never 4 minutes. But I'll put 3 just to see what happens. We'll see if it even makes it that far. I think it averages around 2-ish, 2:15 maybe. Okay, so we're ready to dump the egg in. The water's, it's just like very barely, boiling. Okay. And there's a little bit of the spidery, webby stuff going on. Can you see that? Just a little bit. And what we do is we let it just sit in there until the whites start to actually get white, and then that's when I flip it once. And these chaffles, since I'm using them for it's supposed to be a bun, but I never pick it up anyway. But I can do them ahead of time, just throw them there. It doesn't matter if they're hot because they're a bun. Now if I was making a breakfast thing, I'd put butter on there and get it all ready. But actually, I haven't eaten that chaffles as a breakfast thing, as like waffles. I've kind of gotten away from the sweet stuff because it kicks in my sweet cravings. I need to stay away from that. as I can. All right, I'm going to throw this fish in too while we're waiting. That might not have been up to speed there as far as the heat. But that'll give us some time for the other stuff while that's going. So I'm gonna, this egg, I'm gonna go ahead and try to flip it here. Let me see if I can do that. Yep, it's ready. The same thing goes with this egg actually. It's I'll be able to pull it off and just hang on to it. It won't, it's usually still good. It doesn't get completely cold. But along with everything else that's hot, it kind of blends in. Hang on, I'm gonna get the dish. Dish, I'm gonna put it back in there. That's still going. And you know what? I set that timer. I never hit start. Sometimes I forget stuff. And I think it's done. I don't want to let it go too long. I like it nice and juicy. There's a drawback to the shallow pan when you try and flip it. It goes everywhere. Alright, that egg's there. Done with that. Let's go ahead and dump this thing. You'll see a little bit of steam. It's almost done though. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to set this over here because I'm going to do the, while I'm talking, I'll put stuff away. I've got to slice the beef, which I should have probably done ahead of time. I didn't know if you'd be interested in watching, but let me get that out of the way. It's not quite ready to flip there, but I think this might be done. This little light keeps going on and off, but it'll you know, it'll come on and it goes off and it comes on. I think this is like the second time it's come on since I had it, and it's done. Actually, these were pretty quick today. Sometimes they take longer. Another lovely chaffle. Look at that thing. Perfection. And this salmon, I just wait till I can see a little bit of the cookedness on the edge. I don't know if you can see that from there, where, you know, above the skin when it was sitting the other way. But see how, look at that skin, it's nice. I'm a fan of skin. I never take the skin off. I always get the salmon with the skin. Alright, that's almost done. I guess we don't have to sit there and watch it completely. I'm going to bring this over here, and we're going to slice this meat while that's finishing. Oh, I already got the thing out. We got the old cutting board, we got the slicing knife. We got this thing. And if you can see this, still a big chunk left. I mean, this thing's lasted all week. So today we're just gonna, I'm just gonna slice off a piece, enough for, you know, to stick on top of the salmon. I don't want like a full steak size because we've got that whole salmon thing to eat too. So I'm going to do a slightly thinner slice. So Someday I'm gonna get some nice sharp knives. All right, so we still got some left for another meal. How exciting! You get to see another meal of this stuff. Then I'm thinking also, you know, that's fried and hot. So I'm thinking I may leave this cold, because this is good either way. So look at the, you see that? The rareness, it's nice. But this is good cold. Unless I just throw it in on one side real quick while I'm putting everything together, I can do that too. Alright, this is one thing. I didn't plan on how I'm going to put it together at the end with the video. I guess I could do it right here. See, yeah, you can see this well enough. Slide that up. Wait. I'm going to put the bacon with the meat. Alright, this fish is done. We got the chaffles. Put the bottom chaffle on. And I'm thinking, I'm going to put the skin side up, like that. Take that off the feet. I'm going to put the parmesan on the fish. It's hot. What else am I going to do? I'm going to throw this back in that pan for just a second. It's hot. Just trying to get the bacon hot again. Can you see this? It's kind of far away, huh? I'm draping the bacon over the fish. There we go. Show you as I go. There's the salmon, the parmesan under it, and then the bacon. And how am I going to do this? Oh yeah, I wanted to throw this in there. Here. Just to get the one side hot. What do I call this? I don't even know. See the roast beef, it's cooked on the one side. I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna slice it, and then I'm gonna put it on top. I'm gonna slice it in half so it fits better. Should that fit? Alright, let's put the hot side down. There we go. poached egg. Put it on top. There. This is smoked paprika. We'll just get a little bit of that. Yeah, check this out. We got the other chaffle to put on there, but look at it first like this without the chaffle. You see that? Just a stack. We got chaffle, we got salmon, we got parmesan, we got bacon. Well, I guess it's considered roast beef, but it's prime rib. And the egg. We can do that, huh? That's funny. I don't know how I'm going to do this for the photo. Probably going to have to slice that egg. Maybe I'll slice it now and show it to you. But then my photo will be ruined. Decisions. Okay, well, I'm just going to go with this one. It's a stack of food. Look at that thing. Voila!